Namaste. Today being Shankaracharya Jayanti, I thought I will come in live after the morning yoga session, feeling very fresh and active. So today we celebrate Shankaracharya Jayanti. This tithi is in remembrance and reverence to the sannyasi, the lineage, the Guru Parambara, Guru Shishya Parambara. We show the respect and reverence to the great Adi Shankaracharya who has shown the path of Advaita Vedanta to the humanity. So such a great personality. He took birth in the village of Kaladi, Aryamba, the mother, and from the childhood he lives his family life, and then he renounced and go to the throughout the world, or we can say throughout the Bharat, and in search of truth and establishing Bharatiya Samskriti to the humanity, and establishing mathas and different sannyasi parambara temples, and such a great personality. Because of him we are getting the Sanatana Dharma, the values of Hindu Dharma for us. So it is need of the time for showing our respect and reverence to the great Adi Shankaracharya and the Guru Parambara, the respect and our regard. And today all the Hindu organizations are doing a Shraddhanjali to the sannyasis or the Sreshta Swamijis who given their bodily existence for Sanatana Dharma. A sannyasi, he himself is a tyagi. He renounced his worldly life for the protection of Sanatana Dharma. And we know recently in Maharashtra what happened in the Pulwama village, where two sannyasis, the Sushil Maharaj, Sushil Giri Maharaj, and Kalpadaru Giri Maharaj, brutally beaten and murdered by the communist Christian lobby. Against that, today all the Hindu organizations are observing a Shraddhanjali day. So they request all of us to skip one time meal and put a lamp outside our house to show our reverence to the sannyasi parambara, and who are there for the peace and harmony. Unless and Sanatana Dharma is not there, there is no universal peace. But against that, there are some forces who are working, and they are spreading the universal intolerance. So they only wanted to exist, and the rest of the political ideologies and religious philosophies should vanish. Survival of the fittest, that type of approach when they are showing it, the need of the hour for the Hindu Samskriti or the followers of Sanatana Dharma to respond these challenges. We never kill or we never attack. When any wasted people are doing it, that will be given wide publicity. When anything happened to the minorities, it is given wide publicity, and a lot of the candle march or it goes to United Nations also. Internationally, they give wide publicity against the Indian politics or Sanatana Dharma, Hindu Dharma. But anything happened to the Hindu Dharma, it will be even our media or so-called intellectuals keep quiet. And no media will give any coverage for anything happened to the Sanatana Dharma or our sannyasis or the great the pandits or the great social workers or social reformers are being attacked or killed. or anything happen to the other people, it is given wide publicity, and bad name will be given for the whole dharma, Sanatana Dharma itself. So this is the time where we have to respond. This is the time where we have to awake. Arise, Arjuna. Arise, Sanatana Dharma. Arise, arise, Hindus. That is what Chinmayanji also always says. My aim is to convert the Hindus back to Hinduism. They need to understand the values. In the name of secularism, whatever we are spreading it, universal peace or the, we are teaching in the name of secularism to give bad names to Hindu Dharma and please the minorities. That is what is in the name of secularism, or politicians and so-called the intellectuals are doing it. In so-called intellectuals, it is a matter of question for us to understand whether they are really the philosophers or intellectuals or the writers or the media personals or the those who are in the film industry, or they are many of them. They will respond when something happened to the minorities. When the majority is in suffering, or they are they are suffering, they will not raise any voice. This is the time for us to think and revive the Sanatana Dharma by understanding and work for it, and making sure that our own contribution is also happening some or other way, and making sure that this Sanatana Dharma, unless and Sanatana Dharma is not there, the universal harmony or the peace or the existence or the oneness will not be there. That is what is Shankaracharya Jayanti on today. We need to understand the universal oneness is preached by the Sanatana Dharma. Sanatana Dharma only can say that this is correct and that is also correct, and this is the right path, and that is also correct path and right path. The only ism where this is the only path, this is the only political ideology, this is the only the way of life. If that way of the exclusive thought, if we are spreading, and that will see the universal destruction, and the constructive approach of the inclusive approach of Bharatiya Samskriti, what Swami Vivekananda gave in 11th September Universal, the talk, and the 11th September Universal Brotherhood Day, what he spoke in the West, in the World Parliament of Religion, is to be remembered today, where the coexistence, the universal harmony will happen only by mutual cooperation and understanding and living together and respecting each other. If that respect is not happening in our politicians, or the ideology of communism always in the destructive path, those who are opposing, they are to be destroyed, eliminated from the society. That approach will not give the harmony and peace. The yoga also teaches the same principle of universal oneness and peace and harmony and health and progress. If that is to be seen, the Sanatana Dharma should be there. Our Sannyasi Parambara should be there. Unless and until that Sannyasi Parambara or the Guru Parambara is not there, we cannot see this happiness and the universal the progress. So it is the need of our for us to protect. Each Hindu should awake and protect, and our Guru Parambara, our Sannyasi Sreshthas are to be protected by. It is our dharma, it is our responsibility, it is our duty, it is our karma to protect our Sannyasi Parambaras. So if they are brutally killed or to be murdered or to be beaten up, it is our mistake. It is we should be ashamed of. We are living in a society where we are not able to protect our own dharma acharyas. So this is the time for us to respond to these challenges and awake India. Arise Sanatana Dharma. Arise the Arjuna. Each one of is Arjuna, and it is our responsibility to see that our dharma acharyas or the workers or the social reformers are to be protected. Then only the Sanatana Dharma will survive, and the universal peace we can see. And it is the remembrance we need to do, the Shraddhanjali we need to do, and show our regard to the great, and in the future it should not repeat it, and making sure that in our own the gullies, or in the villages, or in the streets, or the people are coming and trying to convert the people. If Swami Vivekananda what says is that if any one person is converted to other religion, you are not losing a person, you are creating one more enemy. That is what we need to understand. The who killed those people is also those who recently converted, and they have that religious spirit where the other religious people, or those who are believing in Sanatana Dharma, they are all enemies. So that type of attitude develops in their religion or the culture which they are preaching, and oneness. It is only one religion, one thought, one philosophy, one God. That way of approach. We also preach oneness. It is the universal oneness. Everything is that Shivoham, Shivoham, Ahamatma Brahma, Aham Brahmasmi. That universal principle, when we are teaching, they teach or they preach that this is the only way, and this is to be believed. Everybody has to follow such type of thought. This cannot give the universal harmony and peace. That is to be understood, and we need to aware of, even in this the time of corona, and there are people who make advantages of it by spreading their hatredness, and to destroy our communal harmony, and destroy the social setup of Indian existence by spreading the corona and hatred speech, or against the Bharatiya Samskriti. There are people who are they are the real virus. They are the anti-national the virus which is spreading throughout the day. So when this virus is spreading in their mind, the programming is being done. So because of that, the reflection is what? The killing of the sadhus and the saints. So we have to be aware of what is happening in our society, each and every gully, each and every the neighbors. If there is some changes are happening, if that attraction towards other religious, that the conversion is happening, we should be aware of. And when something happens to our own house only, we will respond. Something happened to our own family or our relatives or in our family members, we are very, very aware, and we will be responding, and we will become more alert. So this is the time for us to be alert. This is the time when it is happening to our neighbors or in the other states. If something happened to Maharashtra, why we should bother? That is the attitude. Unless and until nothing happened to our own caste or our own pithas or the ashramas or our society, we will not be responding. We will not be bothered. We will not be creating an awareness. It is not. If it is happening in Madhya Pradesh, or it is happened in the Maharashtra, or in the Northeast, or in Jammu Kashmir, it is our Bharata Varsha. This is our Janma Bhumi. This is our Karma Bhumi. This is our Jnana Bhumi. If this Bhumi has to be existed, then we have to see that the Sanatana Dharma is existing. And if Sanatana Dharma has to exist, our sadhu sandhus should be existing. They are the mainstream. They are the preachers. They are the teachers. They are the acharyas. They are the gurus for us to show the wisdom. They are the path for us to see that the knowledge is being spread, and our the scriptures or the whatever our dharmic text is being given to the next generation. So it is through them only, and it is the need of the hour to teach our children all the samskaras through the balagokulam or the cultural classes, and making sure that our children are chanting our slokas, mantras, and from childhood they are dharmic. They are sitting and lighting the lamp and chanting, and their birthdays are celebrated by understanding the Bharatiya Samskriti. And while they are eating, they are doing the prayer. While studying, or some or other way of yogic practices they do, and they have the respect towards our acharyas. So that there are number of messages are coming about the sadhus, or the Naga sadhus, or many of the things which is happening, or some or other way which is misguided, or misinterpretation is given about our sadhus or our saints. So the true path, the true knowledge, true idea has to be passed on to the young generation so that they will have the respect, they will have a reverence, they will have a devotion to the sadhu parambara, that is our sanatana dharma. So the young generation, that from the childhood, we need to inculcate these positive values to the our kids, and whatever possible we should we should see that this sanatana dharma is being protected, and whatever possible we have to play a vital role in that, and making sure that everybody is studying our scriptures, and whatever be the way possible we have to contribute to the humanity and see that our sanatana dharma is existing. And unless and until Sanatana Dharma is not there, there is no universal peace and harmony, which our the contribution to the humanity, arise awake. That India's contribution to the humanity is nothing but the spiritual power. The spiritual power will only exist when there is the sadhu sangha, or the mathas are there, or the great sannyasi parambara, and the guru parambara is existing. So my humble request to you all, the viewers, those who are watching, is that on this day of Shraddhanjali, respect to the great, the sages, the Akhanda Sannyasi Parambara, who belongs to that lineage, the Sushil Giri Maharaj and Kalpataru Giri Maharaj. Let us show our respect, who has given their life. That Kalpataru Maharaj, the Giri Maharaj, was above 70 years. How he has been brutally beaten and killed. The police were also become spectators, and they were watching. So this is, we should be ashamed of. It is not happened in any Middle East or in Pakistan or any Afghanistan. It is in this Janma Bhumi, the Karma Bhumi of Bharata Varsha. It is happened. And such a great warriors place, Maharashtra, where the Shivaji Maharaj, the virya, energy, and the blood is burning. Such places, if that conversion and they are feeling against the Shivaji who established the Hindu Rashtra, and Veera Savarkar, the land of Veera Savarkar, if it is happened, and where the Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangha or the many of the organizations, patriotic organizations started, and such a place, if this is happening, then what about other places where when Hindu Dharma or Hindus are minority in many places, many districts, many villages, Hinduism is in minority, and it is a challenging situation, alarming situation. So let us respond to it, and let us show our reverence to the great sadhus who has given their bodily existence for protection or for our Sanatana Dharma. Namaste. Thank you.